Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Power Trading Hour with your host, David White. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, David White.
And welcome all. It doesn't matter whether you're in Chicago or Santiago. We love to come to you at this time.
The following takes place between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m.
Well, we have a couple of things, but not really surprised that the market's not moving very far today, at least on the S&P 500. I don't spend too much time figuring out whether the NASDAQ went higher or lower, or the Dow. With 7,000 stocks approximately tradable in the market, greater than 300,000 shares a day, you need about 350 to start getting to be significant. So I pretty much spend all my time on the S&P 500, but I know a lot of people think about the Dow and the NASDAQ, but you got 6 stocks making, 65% of the NASDAQ 100? Not much of an index for certainly the tail wagging the dog. Russell a little bit better. It's up 0.6%. Crude oil's up 3.6%, which kind of actually surprised me, especially with the news coming out today that Morocco's the 4th Gulf state to sign a bilateral agreement with Israel of non-aggression. 4 and 4 months. Pretty amazing. Never thought peace would actually break out in the Middle East. Sans one nation state that will remain unnamed. But that's about it. Kind of quiet. We were waiting for Airbnb to come out. Last I show, what's it up? 118, 120%, something like that, 116%. 41 million shares already traded, which seems rather interesting. But, of course, yesterday was options rollover day. And when options are rolling over, sometimes you can get they cap it up and down. And there was about a 75% chance that we're going to close up or down 10 points today. But not much to the upside. There's about a 20% chance or so that we close down 50 or 100 points. So, if you just throw the dice enough times, we'll probably go up on average 5 or 10 or 15 points on a few days, and then have some big retraces as we go forward across the next week. But, it's all about, I think, news flow now. And one kind of giant headline could rip everything that we know about the market away, because it is so thinly balanced on the razor's edge. Weird Wally Wednesday, yeah. The sheriff, dominant importer of Mideast oil. Sharif? The sheriff equal? Don't know. New sheriff in town? Well, all I got to say is they sent somebody over there, and so far he's made 4 deals that no one else has been able to get in 50 years. So got to pat at least somebody's back. I'm not exactly sure who, but somebody's been getting it done over there. Or maybe everybody's just decided to hug and sing Kumbaya. Somehow I have a feeling there's more going on in the background. Anyway, we're off 6 points on the S&P cash. Dow's down 95. NASDAQ's up 52. Russell's up 12. Gold not doing much, but I'm not expecting much out of it. As I said, maybe it goes higher, maybe it goes lower. I don't see the risk reward until you get a retest of those recent lows. And I would like 1774, 1778-ish, where support comes in. It would be nice to touch that on much lighter volume. Let's say that there's a 70% chance the market just takes off and goes higher here. You still got a 30% chance that you go back and retest that 1778 level on gold. And, if it would have been a little bit better off the bottom, if it wouldn't have had the energy heading lower, I'd probably change those odds a little bit. But a lot of stuff to change or trade in the market. I would rather wait for gold to pull back one more time and have light volume. What else do we have going on here? After the bell tonight, we've got some additional earnings with Lulu, Lemon, Avago, Oracle, Dave and Buster's. So a little bit going on. Tomorrow morning, got Road Construction Partners. We had a few earnings out after the bell last night, and we'll talk about those today. I think we'll just do a little history, wrap that up for this segment, then we'll get into the charts in the next.
Then it's all just a little bit of history repeating.
On this day, in 1901, the first Nobel Prize is awarded in Stockholm, Sweden, in the fields of physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. Ceremony came on the 5th anniversary of the death of Alfred Nobel, the Swedish inventor of dynamite and other high explosives. Nobel directed that the bulk of his vast fortune be placed in a fund in which the interest would be annually distributed in the form of prizes to those thinking during the preceding year that had conferred greatness and benefits to all mankind. And of course, he had a little bit of guilt because, of course, he came up with dynamite, smokeless powder, a bunch of other things that ended up killing a lot of folks. He was kind of horrified the first time he saw machine guns, about 1890 for the one from England. You live, you learn. But of course, made a lot of different explosives. In fact, there wasn't a lot of change in explosives until about 1940 when we started the Second World War. And it kind of slowly moved forward to mostly for the atomic bomb. In the 60s and 70s, probably made the most moves forward in explosives, mostly, again, for an atomic bomb, where we were afraid that they would go off accidentally. Now you can pretty much drop it from outer space, hit it with a torch, and just about anything else you want to do in an atomic bomb will not go off. In fact, they've tried just about everything they can to make the ones in the U.S. Go bang unintentionally. And, of course, we even had one that roasted in a silo in Arkansas, I want to say 1978, 9. In 2003, is in there. Explosives. Part of the Nobel Prize. On this day in 1901.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Do you have broken or unwanted jewelry, diamonds, watches, coins, silverware, and other collectibles that you would like to turn into cash? Tiger Precious Metals and Stones will pay fair market value. We make it easy to turn your precious metals that are sitting around in your house into cash. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 and he will walk you through our safe and secure process. Andy has been in the business buying and selling precious metals for over 15 years. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
And the list getting a little bit lighter for 52-week highs, but we'll continue going through them. About half the volume yesterday. Baidu getting up to, do I have it? 158.80 today on a little bit of a gap higher, about half the volume. EXPE, Expedia, not really holding the high, got up to 134.09. Pretty amazing that this company that mostly makes money on U.S. Travelers going on vacation and in Europe. Last time I looked, that was the bulk of it, acting like nothing's happened, which is rather amazing. It may just be that people are too short this stock, but got a 52-week high today, but did not hold it. FLGT, don't know what this one is. Fulgent Genetics, so a biotech, testing the previous high, got some decent volume, not holding that previous $52.47 high from August 20th. IOVA, continuing a little bit move higher, not really holding it either. Oviance Biotherapeutics. MDB, which had earnings, which didn't do much yesterday. Much bigger move out here today to 315.32 on a move higher. But pretty light volume, bringing up Restoration Hardware, which also had earnings. This was a tough one because it's got 7 days to cover. Did kind of have a big dragonfly doji here today. Been watching this for a long time. Still too many shorts for my, even though the earnings didn't look very good last night. They kind of ran it around after hours on earnings, but did gap down this morning, did go lower, but kind of coming back to a doji out here today. Again, want to watch this one as soon as the shorts quit shorting. Probably a good time to jump on it. NVCR, which is Novacure, nice little pop higher here. with a new 52-week high, kind of barely hold it over yesterday. Volume's about half of what yesterday's volume was at this time. PERI, also another big move. Volume's about what it was yesterday, 1309. This is Prairie Networks or Purian Networks. S-Bucks, gap higher with some decent volume for Starbucks. I guess if you can't go anywhere, you got to stop and get some coffee at the drive-through. Stitch Fix, of course, we talked about this gapping up on earnings. A lot of people reshorting it yesterday and probably yet again today. And the answer continues to be you don't want to be short what everybody else is shorting. STKL, which is Sunopia. Yeah, a little bit of a 52-week high. Not exactly sure what these guys do. Let's check it out. Okay. Manufactures and sells plant-based and fruit-based beverage products to retail customers, food services, foods, oils, nuts, sugars, sweeteners, soy. Man, I don't know what it is. Fruit cups, smoothies. Used to be known as Steak Technologies. Changed their name in 2003. Never ran across this one, but you never know. TGTX, which is TG Therapeutics. Certainly another biotech rocket up to $42.84 today. We're going to look at some other ones. Take a look at the percent higher. AFMED, AFMD, just in the trading range of the previous dark candle from yesterday. Alkermedes, nice gap higher on this today with volume back up to the previous high. Got over it by about 35 cents, but not holding that previous high. Energy's just a little lighter than the way down. If you go back to the previous high of July 28th down to September 4th, it was about 10% lighter, which is not generally enough to write home about. But did gap higher, but not holding it. APA, which is Apache, nice move back up to the gap. That gap goes back to March 9th with 28 million shares down. You had about 12.5 million shares today. BIOC, Biosep totally filling the gap with a wick of the candle today, but only holding about half of the gap actually. I'm sure this is a biotech of some kind. Early stage molecular oncology diagnostics. Everybody's got a cure for cancer these days. FATE, Fate Therapeutics, nice move higher on very light volume. A lot of these biotechs giving some weird stuff. We talked about MongoDB already. Kind of a different kind of database than your basic Oracle or SQL for Microsoft. NK, not much in that. See if there's anything else on. Of course, all these biotechy gene editing companies running today. Huge move in SGMO today. What's about 20%? But that's kind of it. Let's go ahead and look through the FANG stocks. FLX. Take a quick tour of those. Just in the lower part of yesterday's. I still suspect that that Netflix sees some weakness in the first quarter of next year. Take a look at Amazon. Amazon continues to kind of drive lower with lower highs and higher lows, but you may be getting into that previous November 10th low at 3,019.48. I think everybody thinks that maybe there's some kind of antitrust coming after it. Of course, after the bell last night or close to the bell last night, Facebook came out with earnings. I mean, not with earnings, with the announcement they're being sued by 48 of the attorneys generals of the United States. I always want to know what the last two people that didn't sue them, what was the deal with that? Was it California? Never said in the article. But you always got to look at it. It's like you get 200 critics that say the Godfather's the best movie ever made, and then you find one guy that gives it a thumbs down. I want to go find that guy and find out why he was the only one that was the thumbs down guy. But it's going to be a long slog. I think these guys have a lot of problems. More than likely, I suspect this is headed down to 215. As many times you say in the market, it doesn't matter until it matters. Well, it's starting to matter. Back.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
And we're back. There's somebody talking about CNBC, or I guess all of them. Didn't say in here. Doug Cass saying, today is the day that financial media demonstrates its lack of relevance by spending the entire day discussing Airbnb IPO. But I was going to say, how many of these people have actually been in the trenches? Almost none. I was just pulled it up. I haven't watched them in a long time. But Joe Kernan was a trader and then a broker. Then, trying to remember looking at this. A lot of these people were in the Wall Street Journal. I don't know. I just don't trust anybody named Wilfred. Edmund Jabbers. He's kind of a news guy. I always called him Jimmy Jabbers. But I don't think that there's anybody else out here. Steve Leesman called the last 8 of the last 2 recessions. Some of these guys don't irk me that much. But I am finding some of these people irksome. Not even Ed. Not even Ed. Okay. Edmund Jibberjabbers is what I called him. Let's see. But I think he's one of those guys that stalks the White House. Okay, let's take a quick look at volume. It wasn't very exciting earlier in the day. As we said yesterday, a little light at 7.5 billion shares during this hour. Even lighter today, about 6.9 billion shares. But again, at this point, you start really seeing the market volumes kind of tail off. And that's all the way probably through Christmas. It'll just be kind of light, and then you get really in the last couple of days before Christmas, very light. Then you get a couple of days with nothing after Christmas, and then everybody starts getting set up for the new year. So we're getting down to probably the last, 10 tradable trading days probably of the year that have enough volume to get anything going. Anyway, we were looking at Microsoft. A lot of these companies continue to look like they're making big triangles, which generally means that you're looking for some kind of big move one way or the other, up or down, and to fade the opposite side of that. Haven't looked at Oracle for a while. You can give me a call at 877-927-6648. Now, of course, you can always put a message in the den or email me at path@tfnn.com. Oracle doing a lot better than I would think. But they've been just kind of stuck in a trading range. Another doji out here today, so I don't see much in that. Question about Apple from Ron. You almost got a little higher. Well, you did, didn't you? You did get just by a tick higher than the October 13th high yesterday in Apple. You had 262 million shares to the 115 million shares yesterday. It's not what I would call weak, and there are better shorts out there, but certainly does not look strong, and 130 looks extremely problematic. Options continue to be very bearish on Apple, like something's going to come out. A lot of discussions I've seen about them hawking their new incredibly expensive headphones or earbuds. But I don't know, $600, whatever. Seems kind of a tough sell to me. Gerald wants to know about NVIDIA. Keep them coming, guys. NVDA. The one interesting thing that I've seen for both NVIDIA and AMD is some talk that they'll be able to actually get some volume out on the new video cards. Now, these video cards sell from anywhere from $1,500 to about $500 for both NVIDIA and AMD. AMDs are much better than they were last cycle, but guess what? AMD's rollout wasn't any better than NVIDIA's rollout for all these new video cards. AMD seems to be doing very well rolling out all the processors they need, but certainly not getting anywhere where they could have made a really big impact if they would have gotten their video cards out a little bit sooner and ready for Christmas. I keep on seeing some hints that they're going to have in a week or so in front of Christmas, enough video cards to satisfy the market. But those all seem to be rumors so far. I haven't seen anything that said we've got something in stock. When I see that, that probably means that NVIDIA is going to have a monster quarter. Let's take a quick look at AMD. because, of course, you might buy one computer, but you're probably going to, if you're a gamer, you're probably going to buy 2, maybe 3 video cards over the life of that particular machine as you continue to go higher. This did break the previous high on AMD of $96, but then gave it up. You're back at 90. I still wouldn't short this until it had tested and failed at 100, which means you might have some time. Apple doesn't want customers like you who ask too many questions about price. Okay. Okay, AXSM. Just big channel out here on AXSM Therapeutics. You just barely ticked on lighter volume on the November 2nd low of the September 4th low. So you had a good buy signal there. Energy off the retracement from that September 14th high back down to the November 4th was fairly good. This leg, though, hasn't been very good so far. I've got only like a 1.2 on the way up. It's not horrible, but looks to me like it's probably going to stall out. I don't do weekly or monthlies. I do all the way to the high, all the way to the low. So it doesn't really matter to me if it took a year for it to do high to the low. I'm not really too concerned about how it did Friday to Monday or the first of a month to the end of the month. I want to see the actual top of the energy to the actual low of the energy of an entire move. So for me, monthly, weeklies really don't mean a whole lot. I want to see how it did when it finally gave up going down or how it gave up when it got to the top and reversed. And that's kind of the way I look at it is dailies and is just kind of a good idea to show me where the gaps are. But other than that, I don't spend that much time. Like I said, to me, you know, what's important is that April 27th was the high at 109.53, and it continued to go lower until September 4th at 65. We'll be back.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Are you looking to buy or sell gold, silver, platinum, coins, or bullion? We can help. At Tiger Precious Metals and Stones, we specialize in the buying and selling of gold, silver, as well as collectible U.S. and foreign coins. We not only buy your unwanted or broken jewelry, but you can trade that in for gold and silver coins too. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 for a quote over the phone and to lock in the current market price. Call us now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
And we're off almost 10 points on the S&P cash. Like I said, they did, I think, just about looking through the options, which is somewhat problematic because they goofed with them. Every 9 months or 2 years, they really try to change the format of them at the CBOE. If you pay like $5,000 a month, they don't do it. But if you pay less than that, they kind of goof around with them. But generally, when they start goofing around with them, you want to be extra careful in the market, because generally when they do that, there's an inflection point in the market coming. I always wondered if it was because they played with the options that stuff happened, or because they knew that a big move was coming and they wanted to make it as tough as possible on folks that weren't paying huge bucks, like $50,000 a year for the Bloomberg. But you never know. But I've used it before. But it tells you to get your spidey sense up and going when they continue playing with the numbers. Anyway, we looked at that. Did I have something else here? Can't remember. Okay. Got that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some other stuff real quick. Here are the stocks that did poorly today. Let's look at this. DSKE, Dasky. I wonder what these guys do. Just did gap down and continue down. I kind of vaguely remember seeing this name before. Consolidates and provides transportation and logistics solutions with a focus on flatbed and specialized freight in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Flatbed solutions and specialized solutions. So transportation, gap down. Not a lot of juice, though. Pretty quick. Go, of course, the internet service for airplanes. It's just tough for me to believe that these guys, along with Intelsat and some of these others, are going to be able to compete with Starlink, the SpaceX system for internet. But I don't know. Guess since it hadn't happened yet, people aren't reacting. Of course, this is one that went way high several years ago. I can find it. And then down to almost nothing. Yeah, $35 at the 77 cents back on December 4th, 2013. But never ever lived up to the promise. Let's just make darn sure this is the same company I'm thinking of, because I think that's what it was. Yeah, in-flight broadband connectivity and wireless entertainment. They've come up off the bottom, And again, a lot of times what you're looking at is buying spectrum, kind of like XM satellite, probably not worth a whole lot. But as long as they can continue to pay the bills, maybe someone will come and buy them to get that radio spectrum. HST, Host Hotels and Resorts. So we'll have like that. KNDI, which is Candy Technologies. This is the Indian, what do you call it, EV manufacturer? Somebody designs, develops, manufactures electric vehicles in People's Republic of China. But I kind of thought that a lot of the cars are made in India. Maybe they moved. Maybe I'm just thinking of a few years ago. I remember that probably the big thing on the car that they was hawking was that you could replace the fenders on the cars, and they were like made of plastic. Maybe this is the Indian company I'm thinking of. But everybody was ramming each other so much that you could just every month go and pick up a new panel made out of plastic and pop it on the quarter panel on the car of all four corners, just because they assumed that everybody was going to ram everybody, bumper car style. But just going sideways out here. Surprised that it is in the list of big movers on a percentage basis. MoneyGram International, down on a click. You got to think that people are shipping cash around, but doesn't seem like anybody's interested in that one. MRNS, which is Marinus Pharmaceuticals, had more of a doji out here today. ODFL, which is Old Dominion Freight Lines, another one in the transportation sector, down. Volume is not exciting, but support comes in at about 192.50-ish, where you look at it. Maybe now we start putting that together with DSKE, both of those companies being lower today. Car parts lower also. More volume yesterday than today. Could it be a 50% pullback on this? Energy really yesterday made it a little tough. But see what you did. Well, you got to the 50% retrace today on it. That would have been 1334. So keep an eye on that. PSTI, which is Pluralstem Therapeutics, fell out of bed yesterday, continuing lower today. QIWI fell out of bed. Yeah. This is an ADR. You had a little doji yesterday, and then everything fell apart today. It's a Russian company, and UAE operates through payment services, consumer financial services, small and medium enterprises, rocket bank segments. Company offers 111,000 kiosks, 23,000 terminals, runs its proprietary software. So big ATM style company. I didn't know much about them. Probably more than I want to know, but down with some monster volume. I'm assuming on earnings or news. QTNT, Quotient Technology, QTNT. Take a quick look at this one. Lower today, about what is it? About 8% out here. Commercial stage diagnostic company develops, manufactures, sell products for the global transfusion diagnostic markets, United States, France, and Japan, and internationally. A little bit lower. SCPH blew apart a few days ago, still downside. Shoe, which is Steve Madden's shoes. I unfortunately have to know about this because I know women that like to buy expensive shoes. Not expensive as Jimmy Choo's shoes, but it's shoe business nonetheless. Down distinctly on a day with not much happening, on about half the volume. We'll be back to wrap up the show.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Catch Tom O'Brien, professional trader and educator, founder of TFNN. Also, a special guest on CNBC. Tom will bisect and dissect the markets. The Tom O'Brien Show, next on TFNN.
Here. And we're off 8.5 points on the S&P cash. Down 93 on the Dow. Nasdaq's up 38. Russell's up 10. Crude oil's up $1.28. So did have a nice spike. I think it got to 47.75 and then came back. Like I said, kind of surprised that it would rally in the face of peace and joy all sprouting out over the Mideast, I guess, besides Iran. But that's about it. Gold down 30 cents, so not much going on it. Silver up 13 cents. And, of course, you look at the TLT, not much going on in it. You would have, it's bounced off the 180, what was it, 154-ish. Let's see if there's anything going on here with volume. But it hadn't really done anything that makes me want to get all warm and fuzzy on it. Volume's fairly light compared to yesterday, 7.8 million shares. Today's 5.2. Maybe we get some more before the close. Certainly looks like it's going back into this big candle down on the 1st of December. That had 13.6 million shares. So I'm not feeling real warm and fuzzy. As I said, I think this thing's going to go sideways and eventually just pop right through that 154 and gap down. I just don't see any signal on when it's going to do that. But I would be very careful, as, like I said, not a lot going on, very small movements. in the market, and that's what the options people are telling us, unless we go a little bit more, in which case it's going to be a massive more than 10 points up or down in the next few days. But they're basically saying flat unless we get some kind of big news, in which case they really kind of a small dip and then a much larger dip in the market that they're planning for options. So when you can, not when you have to, we will see you here tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat time.